In the evolving landscape of modern warfare, where drones, artillery, and cyber operations dominate headlines, an unexpected and controversial development has emerged from the battlefield. The deployment of Russia's motorcycle troops. Once romanticized as fast, agile units capable of rapid assault and reconnaissance, these forces have now found themselves at the center of what many analysts are calling a costly and deadly miscalculation. Motorcycle units are not new to military history. They were widely used during World War II for reconnaissance, communication, and quick strikes. Their speed and maneuverability made them valuable in fast-moving operations. However, the terrain and technological realities of today's war in Ukraine are vastly different. The Ukrainian battlefield is saturated with surveillance drones, precision-guided artillery, anti-vehicle mines, and long-range sniper capabilities.
Есть.
In such an environment, lightly armored, highly exposed motorcycle troops face extraordinary risks. What may have once been an advantage, speed, has become a liability when every movement can be tracked from above. Reports indicate that Russian motorcycle units were deployed in eastern Ukraine as part of a rapid assault strategy intended to probe Ukrainian defenses and exploit weak points. The plan relied on speed, surprise, and coordination. However, Ukrainian forces, equipped with advanced reconnaissance drones, quickly detected the incoming units. Within minutes, artillery strikes were reportedly directed at the advancing troops. With little protection and minimal cover, the motorcycle units suffered significant losses. Eyewitness accounts and battlefield footage suggest chaos, bikes abandoned, riders scrambling for cover, and columns disrupted before reaching their objectives. What was intended as a swift strike became a devastating ambush. Despite these advantages, many experts argue that such benefits are outweighed by the vulnerability of these units in a high-tech combat zone. The deployment highlights a broader issue, the challenge of adapting traditional tactics to modern warfare. In a conflict where visibility is constant and precision strikes are routine, lightly armored units must rely on stealth and timing, both of which are increasingly difficult to achieve. The motorcycle troops, instead of exploiting gaps, became easy targets. Their presence may have even revealed Russian operational intentions earlier than planned, allowing Ukrainian forces to prepare and respond more effectively. Beyond the immediate losses, the incident carries symbolic weight. Units described as elite or feared, suffering heavy casualties, can affect morale, both on the battlefield and at home. It also raises questions about command decisions and strategic planning. For Ukraine, successfully repelling such and reinforces confidence in their defensive capabilities and highlights the effectiveness of their surveillance and targeting systems. This incident may mark a turning point in how military planners view the role of motorcycles in modern combat. While they may still have niche applications such as reconnaissance in low-risk environments, their use in direct assaults against well-equipped opponents is likely to be reconsidered. As warfare continues to evolve, the balance between mobility, protection, and technology becomes ever more critical. The story of Russia's motorcycle troops in Ukraine serves as a stark reminder. Speed alone is no longer enough to survive on today's battlefield. What was intended as a bold and aggressive maneuver has instead become a cautionary tale. The deployment of motorcycle troops into a highly surveilled and heavily defended combat zone underscores the dangers of relying on outdated tactics in a rapidly changing war. In modern warfare, innovation must align with reality, and in this case, the cost of that misalignment appears to have been devastating. Ukrainian FPV drones struck Russian military logistics vehicles approximately 50 kilometers behind the front line in the Donetsk region, targeting transport used to supply Russian forces, according to footage published by Russian pro-war telegram channel Voenkour Kotenok on March 13. The released video shows FPV drones hitting a UAZ Bukhanka van and later striking the cab of a Russian military cargo truck operating in the rear logistics area. According to the channel that published the footage, the driver of the truck, a Russian serviceman, was killed in the strike. According to Voenkour Kotenok, the attacks indicate that Ukrainian drone operators are expanding their reach into areas previously considered relatively secure for Russian logistics. The situation is difficult. FPV drones are trying to harass our logistics already on the outskirts of Donetsk, the channel wrote. Ukrainian journalist and serviceman Yuri Butusov said the footage was recorded near the Yasinuvata interchange on the Donetsk Ring Road. The distance to the front line is about 50 kilometers, Butusov reported. The Russian channel also claimed Ukrainian drone operators have begun switching to new radio frequencies in an effort to bypass Russian electronic warfare systems designed to disrupt drone control signals. In military terminology, the low sky refers to the airspace directly above the battlefield, typically ranging from ground level to several hundred meters in altitude, where drones and other small unmanned systems operate. Analysts note that drones flying at extremely low altitudes can sometimes evade detection by electronic warfare systems, enabling strikes against targets deeper behind the front line. Ukraine's armed forces are expected to receive a total of 3 million first-person view FPV drones by the end of 2025, nearly 2.5 times more than last year. Defense Minister Denis Shmyhal said on December 24. The announcement underscores Kyiv's push to expand domestic weapons production as drones play an increasingly decisive role in Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine. The role of unmanned systems on the battlefield is growing, and therefore the production of innovative instruments of war is our #1 priority, Shmyhal said. According to the defense minister, most drones used by Ukrainian forces are produced domestically. He also said the Defense Procurement Agency supplied 2.4 million FPV drones to the military in 2025, with the majority purchased through direct contracts with manufacturers. Another 200,000 drones were delivered via the Chain Defense IT system, a digital procurement platform launched in late July, Shmyhal added. He said Ukraine has also expanded its use of ground-based robotic systems. Nearly 15,000 such platforms were delivered to the armed forces in 2025, 3 times more than the previous year. Drones have become central to modern warfare in Ukraine, with both Ukrainian and Russian forces relying heavily on unmanned systems for reconnaissance, artillery targeting, and precision strikes.